Hello to my African kings and queens. This is Jacqueline with another grow video. I want to talk about the editing and techniques of this video and all of that. Like I tell you, I was on the radio, and so my voice and everything, I didn't have to worry about doing any of this. But I'm no longer on the radio. I'm ministering this way because I'm also wanting to incorporate my life into my daily ministries. So if the editing and the kind of bouncing camera bothers you a little bit, what I advise you to do is lay the phone down or put the phone somewhere where you don't have to look at it, and then that way you can just listen to the message. Put some earphones in and lay down so you can hear this message that needs to come out. Okay, now I want to get on ancestral spirits. Ancestral spirits are an integral part of my life. They're an integral part of your life. You may not know it because that voice, that inner ancestral voice is being held down by alcohol or drugs or a mouth where you can't be quiet. And so when you think of ancestral spirits, like you may say a child has, oh, that child has been here before. That may be true. That's true. Through our ancestors, they continue to live on within us. They continue to live on in lineage, on down the line. Um, these spirits, they come back. These spirits, like I said, these spirits live on. You have tormented spirits. So when I talk about ancestral spirits and being in holy spirits, we have a Holy Spirit. We always believed and trusted in the Holy Spirit, but there's other spirits also. And when you think about the two realms, you have a holy realm and you have an evil realm, but all within the spiritual realm. When you're living for God, you don't sit and call out and make call on spirits. You don't just call on them just to be calling on them. You don't call on them and say, well, let me see you move that clock, or let me see you, if you are in touch with that side, let me see you do this, or let me see you do that. No, my gifts are used in prayer. My gifts are used for the movement of God's army. My gifts are used to increase the body of God, to increase this army, to lift up God's people, his African American people. So there are some people who use gifts for entertainment and in light and in witchcraft and dabbling in the Ouija boards and stuff like that. But when you hear me say I respect that realm, that means I don't bother with that realm. I don't delve off into that. I don't try to call on somebody who's been gone to ask them, like say for instance, if it means guidance, if it's in the term of guidance, they're gonna come anyway. You don't have to call on spirits. You don't have to call on deceased people. Because it's all in God's plan. How and when and how we live our life. How these spirits and these souls, where these souls go. So you see what I'm saying? That's why it's important that we get it in order, get it right in the first place. So when I talk about ancestral spirits, don't think I do things like sitting around a table with people and when we gonna seek some guidance, and it's not like that with me. It's just as respectable as the world of God is, as the world of the living God. Just knowing that there is guidance, just knowing they're there, and the reassurance that my loved ones, through God, through the grace and mercy of God, are with me. Who live on in me. They're legends that live on in me. They're legends that live on in you. They're legends that live on in all of us. Our ancestors. There are some people who know a lot about the ancestral world, but are limited as far as a platform to really speak on it. So, you know, from what I have learned in these past 3 weeks, where I've been on this transformation, because it's complete now. The transformation is finally complete, and so I'm ready to talk about it. Um, I am complete. I have changed my life. I don't do the things I used to do. I don't sit and fight and argue with my husband. He don't say things anymore to make me mad, because I was doing stupid stuff and he knew it. He knew that I wasn't right and I wasn't living right. And so therefore, he was always trying to get me to act right. That's the thing of it was. So now everything has just fallen in place like a great big puzzle piece. And this last part, this ancestral spirit and the ancestral beings, the voices, the spirits, I can determine the woman voice, the man voice, the child voice, when in guidance with the Lord. And it's difficult to speak about, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. I know who's with me on this journey. And I'm speaking on this in hopes to help you grow, in hopes to help you recognize the good voices. Because see, under the influence of alcohol, you're hearing bad voices. You're hearing the trick of the enemy. You're hearing things, well, go bust the windows out. Well, no, don't, you shouldn't listen to him. You shouldn't do that. You should go do this. No, you can go over there and get over. Those are the voices you're hearing. But once you clear your mind and clear this beautiful temple of God that he gave you, once you clear that out and begin to monitor and be mindful of what you put in your body, good things will begin to happen. Good things will begin to manifest in your life. Even when you think on something that you want, it's going to manifest. It's going to happen. I thought I want my husband to bring me flowers one day, and he brought me some flowers that day. So things of good, positive things will begin to manifest. But I'm going to tell you right now, it rhymes, but it's true. God is not going to bless no mess. If you are not right, he ain't going to work it out. You can sing the song all day. Jesus will work it out. But if you ain't right, it's not going to work out. It can't work out, because God is not in that. He's not in no mess. He's not in no adultery. He's not in no lying. He's not in no conniving, getting over. When you read the 10 Commandments for real, that's living a life in honor to God. It really is. It sounds so cliche, and trying to live right and everything, but it is possible. I am a living example. I'm going to tell you, I done been there, done that. When I tell you I done just about everything you doing, I done either done it or sat right there while somebody else did it. So what I'm saying is, it ain't nothing else but God. It ain't nothing else. I'm tried and true. I done tried it all. I done tried it. It don't work. The cocaine. If your buddy telling you to try it, misery loves company. That's why he wants you to try it. He wants to see you without nothing, And that's what happened to my brother. Out of jealousy, out of envy, somebody introduced him to crack cocaine, and he didn't think that there was anything past that. And he took his life. He gave up the battle. So I'm trying to prevent you from giving up the battle. No matter what you're going through, whether it's depression, whether it's your husband having an affair, he cheated on you, whatever you're going through, your job, your children, God will bring it all together. I'm telling you, he will. He will bring it all together. I know. Like I said, I'm tried and true, and I want to help you. So, I wanted to get on that a little bit, and also, I just want us to really be mindful of our children, be mindful of where our babies are at, where our children at, no longer, mom, no longer can you just let him go out the door and say, we'll be back at midnight. You got to know where he's at. We are speaking of a future young African-American king. We have to know where he is. He want to go to his friend's house, take him to his friend's house. From there, they want to go somewhere else, take him there. We got to get up and be parents. This is not the time that we lived in where we can go outside and play and be gone for hours until nighttime. You can't do that no more. You know, we have people out there who are actually hunting African Americans. African Americans are coming up missing daily, and it don't make headline news. The only TV show that we got is the first 48. Missing African Americans do not make headline news. If a child come up missing and you African American, you run away. But if a child come up missing and you Caucasian, then you done been it's an Amber Alert. You done been abducted. You done been taken. All the world stops. You know? So it's up to us, people, as an African American community, to know where our children are at all times. Don't let them just go walk the streets. Because I'm going to tell you something. The young men were just out walking, minding their own business when the police stopped them and pulled them over. Because y'all shouldn't even be out here walking. You shouldn't be on the street. We still living in the same time that we was living in back then. Ain't nothing changed. We just can see it in color now. It was black and white then, but now it's in color. And we got cell phones. So, ain't nothing changed. And when I talk about the Klan and the police department, of course, we got African American police officers now. Come on now. We got African American police officers. Everybody in the police department is not the Klan. You got white police officers who are not affiliated with the Klan. Now, come on with me now. Everybody knows that back in the days of slavery and after at Jim Crow, that the Klan was rooted in the police department. That's where it started. These people teach their children at home hate. Children are not taught to hate. They teach them at home to hate, and they raise them up to be police officers, to join the force, but to keep it going. To try to eliminate these African American men. This is what the images we're seeing now, are coming to light, but this has been going on for a very, very long time. African American men and women have been killed by the police for a long time. Well, you say, well, minister, they killing each other? Because they have been taught oppression. That's what they have been taught. So I'm here to reprogram them. I'm here to tell them that you don't have to oppress your brother. You don't have to sell drugs in the community. Sister, you don't have to degrade your body. You can go get an education. You don't have to be held down because your mama was held down. You don't have to be held down because your daddy in jail. You can do better. You can rise above your circumstances. You can be better than what you are. You can be better than what they say you're going to be. Put in your mind that I'm going to do this. Put in your mind that I'm going to put this gun down and pick up a book. Put in your mind that I'm going to walk through those doors of that education building and get me a degree. Aspire to be better than what you are right now. Aspire to be better than your circumstances. That's what grow is all about. We're going to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. So we're going to use our mind and get over the oppression. Because we can't use nothing else. We can't use no fist. We can't use the pistol. We can't go down and jump on them and make them see that how they holding us down, how they holding down the African American community, how they steady branding the African American men with felonies, how they steady ripping up the family, so we have to use our mind to get over oppression. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to use our mind. We're going to stop degrading our bodies. We're going to stop oppressing one another. We're going to stop oppressing the young man down the street who got a habit, and you're going to use him to come over and do all your plumbing for $20. We're going to stop oppressing people. We're not going to use that young man. We're going to tell that young man, hey, look, I'm not going to give you $20 to do my plumbing. I'm going to pay you like I'm supposed to pay you. Therefore, I can sleep at night knowing I did the right thing. Regardless of what he go do with it, you do what you supposed to do. And try to get a brother some advice to help lift him up. Tell him that you don't have to be oppressed. Put your mind over them drugs. Put your mind over their circumstance. Put your mind over that supervisor. And your mind through your ancestors will teach you through God how to behave, how to act, how to talk to them, and the right words to say to give you that promotion, to give you that new house, to give you that loan, to give you that car, to give you the goals of your heart, because that's where it come from, within ourselves, how we change. So I just want to give you that little word on today. I want to reach our African American communities. I want to begin to build up ourselves, so we don't go running and hiding and pretending to be something that we're not. Be proud of who you are. They want to call you black. Well, go get a black car. Represent. I think every African American should have a black car, at least one black car. Represent. I'm going in my house. I'm getting ready to get all black appliances. Anything that I can get black, I'm gonna get black. They won't call me black. Okay, black is a color, but I'm gonna get everything that I can black. I am proud. It used to be a time when I was a young girl, when I was a kid, I asked why. Why did I have to be black? Why did I have to, I can't wear my hair long and straight and pretty, or I can't, my skin ain't clear and white and pearly white, and I ain't living like the little young girl living down the street, the white girl living in the white neighborhood. I don't live like her. I used to put a towel over my head and run around and pretend to be something I wasn't. And it took me to be this old as I am, to really appreciate my ancestors and really be thankful for the sacrifices that they made, and really be proud of my black skin. If they want to call me black, I'm proud of it. I am very proud of who I am. If I could die and come back, I want to come back black. I love my African American community, and anything that I can do or say that may help someone, help lift up someone, I'm all for it. If it means that we rise up as a nation like the words say we gonna do, I'm all for it. I see it happening. I see beautiful things in my community once plagued by drugs. I see people getting their mind right. I see people saying, hey, look, ain't no future in that. You bringing that to me, ain't no future in that. What I'm going to do with that? That ain't going to get me where I'm trying to go in life. Matter of fact, that's going to pull me back. So what you trying to give me ain't helping me. So now I'm going to leave that alone. Look at what it's doing to my community. Look at the blight. Look at the everything shutting down. Houses burn up. If we don't care, who don't care? If not now, when? If not you, who? We need to rise up as a community and build up our communities. We start with our minds and stop oppressing one another. And stop oppressing ourselves. We can sit up and say all day long, well, the white man ain't came here and fixed up this. The white man ain't came and fixed up our place. But I'm going to tell you something. Who do you think pushed the drugs into the community? And I'm not race bashing here because I love everybody. But I got to call it out as it is. Who do you think pushed the drugs into the community? And if they wanted the drugs out the community, they can get out anything they want out. Just like they trying to run us out. They can get out anything they want out. I'm not going to jump on any conspiracy things and this is why this happened, that's why that happened. I'm not going to speak on anything unless I know it to be fact. I'm never going to say, well, that's why I believe such and such. It's got to be true. I got to know it. I got to know it in my spirit and know it to be true for me to say something. So I can't jump off into the conspiracies and this and that. And that's not even what this is about. This is about to help people grow. This is about helping you. You look at your environment, your circumstances. How did I get here? How did I get derailed? I was doing so good. Where can I pick back up and get back on track at? And that's why I make my videos, is to help you to get back on track, get motivated, and grow over oppression through wisdom. So I just want to put this video out there. I thank you so much for all your support. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to another video. I really, really, really do every day. as the Spirit moves me to put these videos out, you can reach the Grow Program at Jacqueline@growprogram.org, and or feel free to comment. All right, be blessed, and let's grow.